Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of SAT Sports. Somehow, always talking sports. I'm Marcus. He's Freddy. How are we doing tonight?
What's going on, brother?
Well, it's Wednesday. You know what that means? That means when it's 9 o'clock, it's go time.
When it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's go time.
Yeah, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me. That's good. I'm actually waiting for this game to end. I was hoping by now, while recording, I'd watch the Golden Knights and the Kings play on TNT, but looks like the Panthers and the Capitals are still tied up. Could go into overtime, so they need to move this to another channel because I really don't want to go jump shift and try and find them on ESPN Plus. So,
right,
yeah,
we talked about that last week. That was probably might be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Well, I figured this was going to be a special episode. We didn't really talk about it last week. It kind of tipped off last week. We were going to mainly focus on this new thing they started this season, the in-season tournament that the NBA is doing, which I did some research on it of what was the whole point of it, but it's something kind of like Major League Soccer does and all. It's just a tournament they do, kind of like what college does and so forth. But this is what I'm reading about how the format of it is like, and I'm reading this from a website. Each conference is divided into 3 groups with 5 teams each for a total of 6 groups. The top 3 teams by previous record are randomly assigned to the 3 conference groups. Then the next 3 are randomly assigned and so on. It's a round robin tournament in each group. Games will be played on Tuesdays and Fridays during November, and will feature each team playing 1 game against each of the other team in its group for a total of 4 games, 2 at home and 2 on the road. These games also count as regular season games, but 4 teams from each conference advance to a single elimination tournament. The 3 pool winners, in addition to the group runner-up with the best record as a wild card, they will do the semifinals and finals in Vegas. And for the tournament, players on the champion team will each receive $500,000 while the runner-ups get $200,000. The players on the losing teams in the semifinals will each get $100,000, and the players on the 4 losing teams in the quarterfinals will each get $50,000. And same thing with the coaches as well. They get a big bonus or raise winning the tournament. Yeah. So it's mainly about money, but I mean, they're trying to make it interesting. All 30 teams got special edition courts we talked about last week. I have all 30 we're going to look at and kind of grade from A to F. I
have it pulled up as well.
They have city edition uniforms for all 30 teams. Well, actually, I'm going to make it easier for you because we're going to do the jerseys first. So here's the first set. So
nice.
I got
all right, so let's go from here.
So I got the Nuggets, the Pacers, the Miami Heat, and the Rockets right here. This is the first set of 4. What's your take on one of these 4 right here? What you like, don't like?
I don't like the Nuggets. I know what it stands for, above sea level, or I'm assuming that's what it's for.
Well, I thought, a mile is
5,208
feet. A mile above
I
ground.
do like the Heat culture one. I do like the Heat culture one. I think that's pretty cool. Simple, nice black, red, and white. Can't go wrong with that. H-Town is dope. The Indy, I'm not too. I love the colorway, but I don't know what it has to do with the team. But I do like that color.
Wait, for what team?
Indy.
Oh yes. That's not even their colors.
The Pacers. Yeah, I don't know what the colors. I do like the color scheme. I just don't know what it has to do with the team. It doesn't make sense.
So for the Nuggets, I'm gonna say nay. The Pacers, I'm gonna say nay. Miami, I'm gonna say yay. I like it, but the name culture, is that having to deal with their fan base, or that's what they call?
No, their team culture. They're known as the Miami Heat's kind of known as blue collar. A lot of undrafted players go there. I think they call it the Heat culture. But I think that'll be H-Town is my favorite one, and then the Miami's second. I'll go with those 2.
Oh, out of these four, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, Houston's kind of gives me a like a Houston Cougar retro there, but I'll
Hmm.
you can kind of see a little blue in the outline, really. But
Yeah, yeah. The blue is nice. Yeah.
I'll give a yay to H Town for this one too. So 2 yays and 2 nays in this image.
Yep, I agree.
So the next one, so we got the Celtics, the Bulls, the Golden State Warriors, and the Hawks.
I like all four of these, to be honest. Boston's will be number one for me. I like that colorway. A simple Boston across the chest. Chicago kind of makes me look like the when Jordan got drafted, they had the Chicago, one of the jerseys going down the side. I kind of like that. They did like a new version of that. The Warriors, San Francisco, I'm not really fond of that. Even and Atlanta, I don't know what the colorway has to do with it. ATL, I get it, but I'm not too big on the two at the bottom. So I will go Boston first and Chicago second. Those would be my two.
Shockingly, on all four of these, I'm giving nay to all four.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell the Celtics got
Even the
on
Chicago
side
one.
there. I don't like it. Like, it's just so weird. I just don't.
It's like a homage to the old '80s jersey where they had the Chicago going down this across the chest.
The Bulls jersey cut to me looks like a sleeveless volleyball jersey. It looked like something volleyball players would wear with sleeves. I don't know what the hell the Celtics got on the sides.
Looks like some golden pattern. Yeah.
Golden State, it's like they just went lazy with San Francisco on it. But like,
yeah, that's so
Atlanta,
basic.
I can't see. I don't understand Atlanta's there. So then we have Memphis, Pistons, the Cavs, and the Mavericks here.
Memphis, I don't get. It's real. It's too generic for me. Detroit, I do like. I do like the Detroit one. Cleveland's probably the best one. The land. I mean, colorway, the slogan, perfect. And the Mavs, I mean, I guess it has to do with the Mavericks colorway, but I would say nay. I would say yeah on Detroit and yeah on Cleveland.
So the Grizzlies, I'm gonna say nay. Like, is that? It looks like a barcode on top of the.
Yeah,
12s.
it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like a barcode. Yeah, kind of looks like you in Wakanda. Something one of that, like a symbol.
Pistons kind of gives me Bull vibes. Like if the Chicago Bulls look like that, oh my god, that would be awesome. But I will give Detroit a yay for it, even though that's not their colors. Cleveland easily gets a yay. Dallas, I'm giving a yay too. Black and blue and white. I mean, yeah, it unfortunately gives me Duke vibes, but it looks good for Dallas. I'll give them that.
And they got the green on it to go with the throwbacks from back when like Jason Kidd was on the team. They had that blue, black, and green. So yeah, I dig it.
When I did a recording for my mini show on the World League Podcast Series Survivors. I had a guy who's from Dallas. He's a ride and die for all Dallas teams. When we were talking about the Mavericks, I said, I liked when the Mavericks were blue and green instead of cowboy colors. And he said, that's the real Dallas Maverick team to me, is the blue and green colors with the Maverick, that the cowboy hat logo and all that, instead of the horse. A horse on the side. So next up, we get the Timberwolves, the Magic, Spurs, the Pels, and the Sixers. Sixers are brotherly love.
Okay. I love Minnesota's. I like the winter look. Minnesota across the chest. I think that's pretty dope. Kind of like a snowy type deal. Orlando's is dope. Is that black or blue? That's a dark blue?
That's like a navy. Like
a navy blue with Orlando. Yeah,
if the Dallas Cowboys were an NBA team,
right? So I'm not mad at the Magic. I do like that. Orlando across the chest with the star, love that. San Antonio's basic. Nola, I do love the black and the green neon. It just doesn't go with New Orleans theme for me. It looks more like Oregon. Like if Oregon had a basketball team, if they were an alternate. And what's the last one?
The Phillies.
The 76ers?
Yeah, the city of brotherly love.
I hate that. I hate that jersey.
Okay, so the Twins, it looked like if they did like a XFL version of basketball and they just like went with some like crazy scheme design. I mean,
yeah, it kind of looks like snow, like maybe a snowy mountain type thing. I I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna probably say a nay on the Timberwolves here.
Okay.
Now I really do love the Magics. I love
Magic
that.
is nice. Yeah.
Even though it gives me Dallas Cowboy vibes, I keep forgetting Disney is on their like chest for like a team sponsor.
Yes, that's their sponsor. Yep.
The Spurs. I don't know if they're trying to go Western here, but I really don't like it. I don't like the Spurs City Edition.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the Spurs either.
Okay, the Pels. They're kind of going with a voodoo vibe here. That's why they went black and green. And here's the best part: when it's green like that, it glows in the dark. The uniforms glow in the dark.
Oh, okay. I dig it now. Okay.
You have to like, if you follow the Pels on Instagram, they have multiple videos of the players like modeling them, showing them off, and then they shut the lights off, and they're under black lights wearing them, and the numbers and the Nike check glow in the dark. The outlines glow in the dark. It's absolutely awesome. And I don't even know what the hell Ibotta is. Last I remember, the Jambalaya company, Zatarans was the sponsor for the Pelicans, and now they got Ibotta on their jerseys instead of Zatarans. And then, okay, I don't like how it says City of Brotherly Love. If it had said Philly or something, it would be an awesome jersey. It looks great. I just don't like where it says City of Brotherly Love.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
So, next up, Lakers, Nets, Bucks, and the Suns.
Lakers. It looks like a Laker jersey. I'm not mad at it. The black, purple, and yellow. Typical Lakers jersey. They actually do wear black jerseys as an alternate anyway. The Nets, I don't know what that's about. Look like a graffiti type deal, in a way. I don't know what they're going for, but I mean it's not bad. But I would say nay. Milwaukee Bucks, I do like. It goes off their throwback from back in the day. That colorway, the blue with the off white and the green, and Phoenix the Valley. I think it goes with their color scheme. I like those. I like those three. The only one I don't like is the Nets.
So. The Lakers is a typical Laker
typical uniform. That's a typical Laker. Yeah, typical Laker.
I'm gonna still say yay, but I just don't like how they have Los Angeles placed on the jersey.
Right.
If they did Lakers like that, I'd have said nay. But I'm only giving it yay because I mean it's black outlined with purple and gold. It actually is a legit jersey. But if they didn't have Los Angeles like that, I mean, Brooklyn, I mean, is that typical New York vibes? I mean,
I'm not sure what they're going for. I don't know if that's supposed to be graffiti. It's supposed to be. I'm not sure what it is. That's why I don't know what I don't know what they're going for. That's why I can't say. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like a camouflage, but different camouflage colorway. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
I'm only gonna say yay because it does give me New York vibes. The Milwaukee Bucks, I don't even know what the hell that is, so I'm saying nay on it. The Suns, okay, I like the color schemes on it. You got some purple, you got some orange, yellow, you got a little pink in there, blue in there. I'll say yay on the colors. I don't like in Spanish on the jersey, El Valle.
Love that, yeah. I mean, they do wear during, I think, whatever that is, they do have a time where they wear the Valley like that in the actual NBA game.
So. Okay, this is the last one on the jerseys we got. Thunder, Jazz, the Wizards, the Raptors, and the Kings.
Wait, this is the last one?
Yeah, this is the last image I got. This is of all 30 teams.
We're missing one.
That's all I've got. I mean, who else are we missing?
We're missing the Knicks.
Really?
Yeah, we're missing the Knicks. There's one that says chips across the chest. We're missing that one.
Oh, I didn't see that one. They didn't post that one. Unless they didn't even.
I have it up on the NBA.com. Yeah, those are the only two I think we're missing the Blazers, the Knicks, chips. I don't know if that's the Clippers. Sorry, Clippers, Blazers, Knicks, and the Grizzlies.
Well, that's all I got from that from one website that I can find.
Yeah, that's the last four we're missing: Grizzlies, Clippers, Blazers, and Knicks.
I'm pretty sure the Blazers might be kick ass if they got a
it says Rip City. It looks like the Detroit. one. Like it says Detroit, but Rip City across. Same colorway too. And obviously,
Okay.
when we spoke last week, the Knicks were our favorite ones when we seen it.
So if they're orange.
Yeah, it's actually a streetwear company, a very popular streetwear company in New York, Miami. It's called Keith. They actually did the jerseys for the Knicks.
Okay, so Thunder, I'm gonna say yay. I like
Yeah,
them.
OKC's a yay. Is that something in the jersey? Is that like a design in the
It
black?
looks like
What it looks like?
I look like I see like around where OKC is. It looked like a basketball right there.
Yeah, it looks like a city, right, in the background or something.
I don't know.
It's something in there. I know it's something, but yeah, that's a yeah. Utah
Okay,
is 100% yeah.
The Jazz might be the best one, and I love the Pels
Jazz
so
100%
much.
yeah.
That is the best one out of all of them that I've seen. The Wizards, what the shit is that? That is
Is that District of Columbia? Is that what they got on there?
Yep.
I'm not feeling it.
The Raptors is actually not bad. That's just not
Raptors is not bad.
That would be like champion edition uniforms. Like if they want another NBA final, they just make like a championship edition. The Kings, I mean, it's kind of the Kings look like a sleeveless soccer jersey.
Well, that's their throwback jersey from back in the 80s. Same exact thing, almost.
Well, I put a nay on the Kings jersey.
Yeah, best two are OKC, Utah, and then I will go Toronto third.
So who we had left I'll say yay on the Knicks since they're orange. I'll say yay on the Blazers.
We had the Knicks, we had the Blazers.
Well, you said Clippers. Oh, I hope I got the Clippers court image right here.
It says it's a dark blue, it might be black. It just says Clips across the chest. So it has nothing to do with the Clippers. I don't like it.
I don't even. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm looking from what I see on the court. Then I'm gonna say nay on that. Knicks, I'll say yay. Blazers, I'll say yay. Clippers, nay. And you said we're missing
the Grizzlies. It looks like that's the Grizzly. Oh, Buzz City. I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Oh, the Hornets. Okay.
The Hornets. Yes.
Well, judging by their court, I'll probably say yay on it. But all right, that's the uniforms we're looking at. Well, we got our first comment. Jordan's tuning in. What's going on?
What up, Jordan?
Oh, the overlay came off when I pulled it off. All right, so I somehow managed to get all 30 courts. They're in no particular order. I just click and save when I clicked on them on Twitter. So we got the Brooklyn Nets first. You ain't gonna see our faces, by the way.
Before we start, did you see any of the games with these courts?
I saw maybe 2 or 3 games, and I'll tell you which ones I saw in person.
It looks crazy.
I didn't.
The courts look insane.
Well, I didn't see this one in person. So, but
I saw the Warriors one. I saw the Boston one, and I think I saw. There was one that had. Did I see the Pelicans one?
I've seen.
I think I saw those. I'm not sure. I know I saw Boston and San Francisco. Of the Warriors. I know I saw those two.
I saw 3 in person on Friday. They had games all day on Friday.
Right.
To play games. I've only seen 3 in person, and they were the Bulls, the Thunder, and the Nuggets. I did not see the Trailblazers in person. I wish I did, but I didn't stay up that late. But this is what Brooklyn.
Golden State. I saw Golden State, Boston, and I think I saw the Pelicans too. Yeah, I did see the Pelicans. Yes.
Well, the Pelicans didn't debut their court yet. They're debuting it this weekend. They just did the uniforms.
So maybe it was some court that was bright as hell.
Well,
I remember watching. I don't know who was playing.
Well, the Pelicans had a game on Saturday, but they didn't debut the court yet. They're debuting the court this weekend. They debuted the uniforms last Saturday when they played, and they lost in them. But they're debuting the court this Saturday. I think it's against the Rockets.
This Brooklyn court, I mean, I would have went different. I don't like the gray.
Oh, Friday they're debuting it.
I would have went maybe white floor, black.
It's not that bad.
I would say nay on this. I would say nay. I'm not feeling it.
I'm only saying yay because I've seen a great court. Like you could call it gray, like their original court almost looks grayish. This one's not bad. I'll give it a yay. Okay, next up, this was a lot of people's favorites, the Cavs with
Yes,
the land.
100%. Love it.
Because I mean, don't they call Cleveland the land?
The land, yeah, because Cleveland, they call it the land, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll also give a yay to the Celtics. Not the Celtics, the Cavs. No, the Celtics is next, by the way.
I like this. I like the green. I saw it on TV. It looks really good. Green. I mean, you can't go wrong.
I mean, it's just weird that it says Boston across it instead of so forth. So Bakley's tuning in. He said they are trying so hard with these courts. He also said the Cavs one is great.
Yeah, the Cavs one is awesome.
I will say, yeah. I mean, with the Boston written across it is different instead of seeing the leprechaun, but I'll give it a yay. They even got a number 6. They even got Bill Russell's number at the bottom.
Yeah, they got the 6 on the bottom. Yeah,
Louisiana legend. All right, then we got the Charlotte Hornets.
I don't love and I don't hate. I'm just in the middle. I think it's cool. But the Hive is Alive is kind of dope there. I think that's cool. I mean, but this is in the middle for me. It's not my favorite, but it's not the most one that I hate either.
I'm gonna just say nay then. Bakley said Celtics one looks too much like a Bucks usual court. I'm gonna only say nay on it because the Hornets are not in New Orleans anymore. Charlotte got their team back. Then we got the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, this one I don't like. It has nothing to do with the Hawks. This baby blue is terrible.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with an A on that one.
Yeah, their jerseys were never baby blue ever. Dominic Wilkins' era was that red with some, I think it was gold in the black. This has nothing to do with the Hawks.
This one got a lot of positivity.
I love it. Simple. That bullhead in the middle, that's all you need.
that is, I've said it last week. This might be the best court I ever saw out of all of them.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. I like it.
This one was voted the most pop. This one in Cleveland and the Cavs were the 2 most popular ones.
I like it. This is definitely top 1, 2.
So the next one I'm going to show you, that in one website they ranked it the worst court out of all 30, and there were a lot of people that criticized this next one in 3, 2, 1.
This is not the worst. I would put the Hawks as the bottom because it has nothing to do with that team. This one has something to do with the team. Not you gave me the background, the voodoo, the neon green. It makes sense. I didn't know what it was at first, but now that you explained it, I love it. I think it's one of the better ones.
Look at the wings. It's bones. It's
dope. Yeah, it's super dope. I don't know why nobody likes it.
Now the only thumbs down I'll give is that no, the court does not glow in the dark just like the uniforms do. Only the uniforms glow in the dark. That'd be some shit if that court could glow in the dark during pregame festivities.
No, I love this court. This might be a top 5 for me, honestly. After you gave me the story of the background, it definitely puts it up there for me.
People wanted to bring up Mardi Gras because it was purple and green, but they said it was a voodoo vibe. Bakley also said the Hawks had blue jerseys back in the late 60s.
But nobody even remembers that shit. This might be my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it too. I like it too.
New York, yeah, New York across the stomach, the orange and the blue. How can you not love this court? I mean, come on.
Being an Astros guy, orange and blue is a fucking awesome combination. Even though that's also Florida Gator colors. Catholic school I support down here, that's their colors, blue and orange. It's a fucking great combo. I mean, yeah, I like it.
This is probably my top 1. Not because I'm from New York and I'm biased, and not because that's my team, but it just goes blue, orange, and white. That's New York. That's the New York color.
So each one, I'm putting an asterisk to make a top 5, and the Knicks just made an asterisk list. So I have to find 3 more for a top 5. Let's see what else Bakley said. He says, I dig this. I wonder if he's talking. He might be talking about the Pels one. I don't know.
I know it's kind of delayed. We don't know if he's talking about the Knicks or the Pels.
I guarantee he's talking about the Knicks one. He's got to be. All right, Timberwolves.
I don't hate it. It's very simple. the light blue with the dark, with that Timberwolves logo in the middle. It's not bad. You know, it's just there. I don't hate it.
I mean, it's not hideous, but it's not a big favorite of mine.
Right.
So
It's just normal. It's just kind of like to me, it's like a regular court.
and I'm also saying nay because they beat the Pelicans earlier tonight. But Zion didn't play, but it's not injury related, so I don't know why.
Yeah, he had his girlfriend had a baby.
Oh, congratulations,
Yeah.
Zion.
Yep, his first baby.
All right, and we got the Dallas Mavericks.
I hate this court. This court sucks.
Yeah, I agree. This is a nay. I like the Mavs logo in the center, but for the color scheme for all Dallas Fort Worth, I don't know.
Why didn't they go like the jersey color, that blue with the green? I don't know why they did this gray. It doesn't make sense.
No telling. Bakley said, if the Timberwolves was for the Wizards instead.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Next up, here's the Pacers.
Once again, I love this colorway. Love it. But it has nothing to do with the Pacers. If somebody's watching this, could tell me what this colorway has to do with the Pacers. I've been watching the Pacers. I've been watching basketball since the early 90s. I've never seen them wear this colorway ever unless I'm off somewhere. I just don't. This kind of looks like the Denver Nuggets. This like it should be a Nuggets court rather than a Pacers court.
Mm-hmm. So this one gets a nay from me also.
Yeah. No, this is another nay. It has nothing. I hate it.
Clips. I've never heard of the 1 or 2% of Clippers fans I know. I never hear them say I'm a Clips fan or a Clip or go Clips.
They always say Clippers. I never hear anybody say Clips.
Looks like the Indiana State colors from back when Larry Bird was in college. Must have been talking about Indy.
Okay.
Because he did play for Indiana State. Yeah, this is a no for me. All right, there. Here's the Nuggets right here.
I like it. I like the colorway. It's very Nuggets-esque. Not in my top 5, but not the worst.
I'm gonna give it a nay. I mean, just the whole 5,280 on mid court, meaning that's how high they are above ground level, because a mile is 5,280 feet. There are some idiots who were like, "What's 5280? Is that their zip code?" No, you idiot. There's at least five numbers in a zip code. Who don't know?
This is very generic. Lakers, the colorway, I don't hate it. Not my top 5, but I do like it.
Typical Lakers. I mean, yes, purple and gold.
Lakers, yeah.
I'll give it a yay, especially that they kept the original logo at midcourt instead of doing that bullshit Los Angeles they had on the awesome jerseys. So, typical Lakers. I'll give it a yay, but I will not give it an asterisk to be in my top 5 of all time. Bakley. Oh, yeah, he also said basic Lakers style also. Let's see. We got Pistons.
I don't hate it, but I'm going to say nay. Something about it that don't scream Pistons to me.
Yeah, if the Red Wings were a basketball team, minus the gray. Minus the gray, but I mean, just the gray kind of it gives you an Ohio State vibe too.
Yeah, it does a lot.
So I'm also saying an A for it. A little. I didn't even gold. That looked like shit brown.
Yeah, it kind of looks like brownish. Gold in the.
That's an A for me.
Yeah, this one's an A. I think they dropped the ball on the Golden State one.
Bakley comment. He said he digs the Pistons one. Okay.
Yeah, the Pistons is not. I don't hate it. I just don't. I don't get some of these colorways with the teams. I think that's my only issue. I don't get it.
Okay, real quick. This would look legit if Memphis actually won an NBA championship, but they never won a championship.
Too many courts are gray in this. This is another one that's gray that I'm kind of like, okay, why the gray court?
Then you got those MIM barcode looking fonts on the bottom of the court.
I don't get it. Yeah, this one's a no.
Yeah, the barcodes kind of ruined it. I would have said a yay if they didn't have that shit at the bottom. All right.
I like it. Simple heat, red with the gray. I think this is good. I love it, to be honest. I like it a lot.
It's not bad, but it's not the best. I'll give it a yay, but it's not the best, but it's good for Miami. Bakley also said Grizzlies should be baby blue.
They should be baby blue because that was their jerseys back in the day. No, I hate it.
I don't hate it. It's just why they need blue.
I don't understand. The Rockets have, to me, the Rockets were. I don't think the Rockets ever had this color. This is like a Pistons court. This should be a Pistons court or a Clippers court.
Well, back in the day when they had the pinstripe uniforms with the angry rocket face uniforms, they had navy. They had like a dark navy. They had like Texans colors with the pinstripe. This is not really Houston right here.
This would be dope if this was Detroit and it said Detroit going across the middle with the score.
Now, if they're trying to go patriotic with it because it says hometown heroes on the bottom, I'll give it a yay, but it's like, I don't want to say nay, but Bakley says this looks like the Clippers.
Yeah, exactly what I said. It looks like the Clippers, or like if it would be the Detroit Pistons.
I mean, it's not bad. I just don't understand the blue, but I will give them a small bit of yay and a small bit of nay, but I'm going to say yay on this one. Okay. My opinion, this could be maybe one of the worst of the worst.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't know. I'm not feeling it at all. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I don't like it either. This might be the worst right here. This is if it's one of the worst. We're gonna have a debate. I'm gonna put a minus sign on this one. I'll nominate for one of the worst of the worst. Now I felt like I passed.
Yeah, so after we're done, we'll do our top 5 each, and then we'll do our top 5 worst.
Okay. All right.
I don't hate it. I actually like it. Not in my top 5, but I don't hate it.
I like it. I absolutely love how the logo looks with the color scheme. It's orange outlined in navy. If they made uniforms like that, oh man, I'd be a Thunder fan all over again. Bakley said old school Bucks should have just committed to the blue. But I really, really love that logo in the front. The orange with the navy.
I like it. Even though it's another gray court, but it goes with the theme of the jerseys. With that magic in the middle. I don't know if it's in my top 5. It would, but I think there's a couple more here that I like better, but I don't hate it. I like it a lot.
It'll blend good with the jerseys, but it's not a favorite of mine. It gives me Dallas Cowboy vibes. So I'll give nay to the court, but I gave yay to the uniforms.
Yes, uniforms are dope. I'm going to say nay. I don't know why. I just don't like it.
See, if they'd have had that 76 instead of City of Brotherly Love, I'd have liked the jerseys a whole lot more. But Bakley also said, I dig the magic and the alternate gray jerseys from the past.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this one another small yay, like the Rockets.
This is Suns, El Valley. This looks like a Hornets court. I think they should have went with the theme of their jersey with some orange, some purple, some black in there. I'm going to say no.
This is a nay for me also.
Yeah, this is definitely no.
The jerseys are awesome, minus the El Valley on it, but I don't like the court.
Looks like a Hornets court.
Retro alternate colors for Philly from the 90s, okay.
This is in my top 5. Love it. I love the Rip City. I love it.
It almost looks like the Heat. I love the font of Rip City. I love that freaking plaid font. That's the only reason I'll give it a yay, but the court too much almost looks similar to the Bulls or the Heat, but it's that plaid font that gives it a yay. Only that font.
I like it.
Hang on, before we go any further, he said Taco Bell says they want keep talking about the Suns court. And then he said Portland's best court so far. Best court so far. Okay.
This is who?
The Kings.
No, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Off the bat, I didn't even know who court it was unless I didn't see the Sacramento on the side. If you just look at it, I don't know whose court this is.
Okay, I made a mistake when I was looking at the center logo. I thought at first, if they were going by chess pieces, I thought a lion was a damn knight. But no, it's a king chess piece. I haven't played with actual chess pieces like that. I played with chess pieces where they actually had a king on instead of a lion. But king's going early 90s look. Okay. So that's definitely an A for me. Okay, for this next one, I thought Seattle got a team back. This is the Spurs.
I don't like it. It has nothing to do with San Antonio.
Yeah, like, why don't you put the Alamo at center court instead of a tower? I don't even know what that tower is in San Antonio, and I've been to San Antonio a few times.
Yeah, this one's a no.
Viva Spurs. Like, I feel like it's giving me Coco vibes with the San Antonio font. Like, I just watched Coco. But definitely one of the worst. This one's definitely one of the worst. I'll put that on the list. Bakley's in. Bakley, what do you say? Yeah, it looks like a Supersonics court.
I like it. It goes with the theme of the jersey a little bit. I'm not mad at it. I like it. We the North at the bottom. I like it.
This is another team like the Grizzlies. Like if they just won a championship, they did a championship themed court. So they get a yay for me too.
I like it. I actually like it a lot.
I like it too.
Yep, this would be in my top 5.
I'm up. Okay. Yeah, like I said, that Utah font with the black and purple, it just blends with the jersey. So I like it too. And then there's one more. And for a second, I thought the Grizzlies moved back to Vancouver, but the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, no way. This looks like a Grizzlies fucking court. I don't know what they're thinking.
Vancouver Grizzly court.
This isn't even this ain't even the Washington Bullets colors. So I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, oh man. So that's definitely an A for me. Bakley just commented. He said Utah with their retro look from 96 to 97.
Yes, that is dope. Yes.
During the Karl Malone days. So that does it with the courts, with the court designs. So I got my top 5. I'm still working on my top yays. I'm still working on my top nays, but give me your top 5 courts you got.
So top 5 courts. Knicks would be 1. The Land, Cleveland would be 2. Utah 3. Portland 4. And what was the last one that I liked? Pelicans 5. So I'm putting the Pelicans there because when you told me the story, I digged it a lot more. It made sense.
So my top 5, this is in no particular order. I just went by from when we were looking at them. I got the Cavs, the Bulls, the Pels, the Knicks, and the Jazz.
Okay.
Portland was this close making it. Give me your top 5 worst courts.
Oh, that's easy. The Wizards, the Spurs, the Suns, the Pacers, and the last one would be, which one didn't I like? The Bucks.
So 4 out of those 5 are on my list. I got the Wizards, I got the Spurs, I got the Suns, and I got the Bucks. The 5th I put on there is the Clippers.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, they go back to the in-season tournament group play on Friday. So here's some games lined up. Pelicans at the Rockets, Sixers at the Pistons, Hornets at the Wizards, Nets at the Celtics, Jazz at the Grizzlies, Timberwolves at the Spurs, Clippers at the Mavericks, Lakers at the Suns, Thunder at the Kings. Unfortunately, you'll only get to see the Celtics and the Suns court because those are the only 2 games nationally televised on ESPN. So the Pelicans don't debut their court until Tuesday, November 14th, when they host the Dallas Mavericks. But I can catch Valley Sports. I catch every single Pels game, so I'll get to see it up close and personal Tuesday. Maybe the only way you could see it is on Twitter. But
yeah, I'll be able to see it on I'll be able to see it on the socials, yeah.
So with all them games on Friday, I mean, I'm looking forward to see how they all look, but none of my favorites are going to be shown on Friday.
Yeah, none. I mean, the ones that we kind of liked were no. I thought the Lakers were doing it. No, yeah, none of these. Boston's kind of cool.
Lakers are on the road.
Yeah, Lakers Friday, on the road, yeah, but everything else is a no, yeah.
That begs the question, what do you think the court's going to look like for the semifinals and finals in Vegas?
I'm assuming it's going to be a generic in-game tournament with that trophy in the middle. Maybe, well, you know what? They might do, I don't know. I just thought about this. Maybe they do half the court the colorway for one team and half court the other colorway for the other team. They could do that.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Oh, so probably the only game I wish I could watch Friday, Timberwolves and the Spurs, so I can watch Victor. Victor is going to be the man in the future. That is the next GOAT.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And the Lakers got beat again today by the Rockets. Jesus, 128-94. That is horrendous.
Well, the Pels just recently lost to the Timberwolves. They lost 122-101. So I don't know. The Pelicans now sit at 4-4 overall. They drop if this were the playoffs, they would drop in the play-in tournament at the 8th seed. And in their division, they are 3rd place. They're in the middle.
The Clippers are still winless since the James Harden trade. Lost to the Nets tonight.
Team with the best record right now is the defending champs. The Nuggets are 7-1.
And Celtics are second, right?
Another worst team right now is the Grizzlies. They're 1-7. So in the league, the number 2 team is the Sixers. But them and the Mavs got the same record. They're 6-1, but they have the Mavericks ranked 3rd right now. So it's like the top 5 in the league right now. It's Nuggets, Sixers, Mavs, Warriors, and the Bucks. That's in the league. In the conference, like the top 6 in the East is the Sixers, Bucks, Celtics, Pacers, Hawks, and the Magic. And then in the West, the top 6 is the Nuggets, Mavs, Warriors, Timberwolves, Thunder, and the Rockets. The Rockets are actually winning games now.
See, mine says different here on NBA.com. It says Nuggets, Mavericks, Warriors, Timberwolves, Thunder, Pelicans.
I'm looking at the ESPN app.
Yeah, I'm on the NBA.com app, and it's telling me that the Pelicans are in 6. And in the East, it's telling me the Sixers, Celtics, Bucks, Pacers, Hawks, Magic. So they're saying the Sixers are in. The Boston is in 2nd. On the NBA.com app.
So I went to standings. So in the Eastern what I'm looking at in the Eastern Conference, they got the Celtics 3rd in the East, Bucks 2nd, and the Phillies number 1 in the East. The Magic 6.
Yeah, get the Magic 6 here as well. Yeah, they just have the flip between the Celtics and the Bucks. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I got on the NBA talk.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't.
Really, it's still early. I mean, in-game
I don't.
tournaments, early basketball games. The season don't
I'm
get
in,
started till after Christmas anyway.
the only other basketball I can bring up is, man, I'm so happy college basketball is back. LSU boys started off 1-0, but unfortunately, LSU
The women,
girls
they look so good.
they took a loss to Colorado. But I did watch the next game after that. I wanted to watch LeBron's son play a little bit. We play for USC.
I don't know if he's gonna play this season.
I just
He's
want
still
to say
coming
that.
off of that cardiac arrest issue with his heart, so I don't know if he's gonna play this year.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping maybe Kilmulky's Tigers can get better and have a chance to repeat with how the top 25 is right now in men's basketball. I'm with what the standings are right now. I mean, it's hard to predict who could win it all this year. I mean, when you got teams like Kansas or Duke up there, you got UConn up there, Houston up there, then look at a couple other teams below. Watch teams like Gonzaga, watch teams like maybe not Kentucky or North Carolina, but watch out for Baylor, watch out for USC. That's a couple other teams that could probably make a Final Four appearance.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this today. Nike, for the first time ever, are going to sell college jerseys with the players' names on the back for sale.
Really?
Yep.
I thought they've always did that. You know how many Shaquille O'Neal LSU jerseys I've seen with his name on the back?
Right, but these are going to be current players that are actually playing right now, not players that are already out of college. They already have Bronny up there. They have the chick from LSU, her jersey with her name on the back.
Angel Reese.
Yeah, they have her, and they got a few other ones on Nike.com.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
because I believe it has to do with the NIL deal that maybe I think they signed with Nike.
Yeah,
releasing those.
I know. Angel Reese got a big ass deal, so she's definitely got her jersey on sale. Well, that's all the basketball talk I got. We could go to the NFL now. So my team come with a win. It was kind of a scary win, but Saints won 24-17 over the Bears. So that puts the Saints now at 5-4 of the season. They're now number one in their division, which is kind of surprising. So Derek Carr, 25 completed passes out of 34 for 211 passing yards. He did throw 2 touchdowns. He threw one to Taysom Hill for 2 yards, and he threw one to Chris Olave for 8. Taysom Hill led in rushing with 11 carries and 52 yards. Chris Olave led in receiving with 6 receptions and 46 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Couple of also Jawan Johnson had a touchdown pass for 3 yards. Blake Grupe had a 55-yard field goal. 87 total rushing yards, but 214 total passing yards. We did have 3 interceptions in the game, 2 from Paulson Adebo and 1 from Marcus May. The defense looked pretty good, 63 total tackles, 44 solo, 3 tackles for a loss, and 2 sacks from Demario Davis and Cameron Jordan. I felt like they could have won better, but hey, I'll take the win. Like, I was a little worried.
The defense kind of sealed that game for you guys. They came up big when it mattered the most.
So, and then the Patriots, let's see, they fell.
We
short
lost
to the Commanders, 20-17.
2017, Mac Jones, 24-44, 220, 1 TD, 1 INT. Ramondre Stevenson, 9 carries, 87 yards. 1 carry went for 65 yards and a touchdown. Receiving leaders was Demario Douglas, the rookie, 5 receptions, 55 yards. Juju, 6 for 51, but he also let the game-ending interception go through his hands to Washington. So we lose once again.
There were a few shit games, and there were a few good games. Hell, that game in Germany, the Dolphins-Chiefs, that was a good game.
Yes, ended on a fumble by Tua.
Yep. Cowboys-Eagles, I said, was going to be probably one of the best games. That was a edge seater right there. I enjoyed every single bit of that. Bills-Bengals was another good game. I really enjoyed.
The Bengals are back. The Bengals look like they're going to be a problem.
They're slowly coming back.
Yeah.
There were quite a bit of like eerie.
There was a lot of blowouts. You noticed that, right, Marcus? A lot of blowouts this week.
Yeah. The Browns shut out the Cardinals. The Packers blew out the fucking Rams. The Raiders blew out the Giants. Well, I called that one. Chargers blew out the Jets.
Ravens blew out the Seahawks 37-3. I mean,
oh yeah, that was another ass whooping there.
The Texans and Bucks game, probably the game of the week for me.
Texans
CJ Stroud
are making noise
Stroud,
too.
5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I see CJ Stroud being rookie of the year.
Yes, 100%.
And the Texans are trying to get a playoff berth. I watched it. I mean, I think it's going to come down to the Texans and the Jags for the AFC South.
I believe it. Yeah.
Jags are in the driver's seat. I know they won 5 in a row. They're trying to go 6 in a row, but it's going to come down to them two for that division. I can see the Texans at least a wild card team, but don't sleep on Jacksonville. They're trying to make noise too. They're trying to get back to a first AFC championship game in 5 years.
The AFC is just so packed. I don't know if the Texans make it. They would probably have to win the division because the playoffs started today. Every single team from the AFC North will be in the playoffs, all 4 teams.
Mm-hmm. So, well, one more thing before we get to NFL predictions. Do you believe in miracles?
Sometimes.
So, you said you wanted to talk about Aaron Rodgers for a second.
Yes. Don't know if you watched the game on Monday night, but he was out there on the field during warm-ups doing three-step dropbacks, throwing the ball. This only 8 weeks after allegedly rupturing his Achilles, which is insane. He also talked with some of the players. I believe it was Darren James after the game. Darren asked him when he'll be back. He said a few weeks. I've never seen an athlete. I know medicine's come a long way, but there's never been an athlete come back from a ruptured Achilles any less than 7 months. Unless maybe it's the conspiracy side of me, but something's telling me he didn't really tear his Achilles. Because I don't see a possible way how this could happen. You mean to tell me within 3 months he's going to come back fully healthy and play before the season's over when a normal player doesn't come back until a full year? I don't know. You tell me, Marcus.
It's crazy. I mean, was it really torn? Did they just?
That's what I'm asking.
That? Yeah. I'm waiting to see if he actually returns to the field and takes over instead of Zach Wilson.
You know what's funny is that J.K. Dobbins tore the Achilles, I believe, the same week. They were in the same surgery place, and he's still on crutches. Mm-hmm. How the hell is Rodgers walking, no boot, doing dropbacks and throwing the ball?
I don't know. Well, they should have him. Well, they should put him back on the field. I mean, Jets got another primetime game coming up. They ought to put them back to see if they can actually win instead of just that 8 minutes of fame on 9/11 against the Bills.
I have a feeling he's rushing it. If he does come back and play this year, he will get hurt the game he comes back again.
Any other latest signings besides like Martavius Bryant signing with the Cowboys?
No, that's the only one I think of. I think JPP wants to sign with the team. Jason Pierre-Paul, I believe he's a free agent, but nobody signed him yet. That's really all I've heard so far.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, let's get to our NFL picks for this week. It is now week 10.
Week 10.
Week 10 of the NFL. So I'm going to pop these records up too because I'm my shit up. So week 10, Thursday night. All right, I'm already calling it out. Thursday night football is my toilet bowl of the week. The Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears.
Yes, toilet bowl game of the week. I will go Bears winning though.
I also picked the Bears. Also, Carolina just got lucky with one win. They'll be lucky if they win another game this season. So, and another early kickoff: Colts and the Patriots in Germany. The second game in Germany. Let's see if they sing any other song besides West Virginia.
They seem to sing it every time they're there. The Patriots. J.C. Jackson is now in the outs with the Patriots. He didn't travel with the team. They're sitting him, which begs it why the damn Chargers got rid of him in the first place. After giving him a big deal, he's now doing the same shit he did with us, so he's not playing. I'm gonna go Colts winning the game. 24-17.
I have the Colts winning probably maybe by like 2 possessions.
Yep, I see that
All right.
happening.
This is my game of the week. Texans at the Bengals.
Okay, Texas at Bengals. I will go Bengals because it's at Cincinnati.
Yeah, CJ Stroud returning back to Ohio. Take on Joe Burrow. You said the Bengals are back. They could be contenders all over again. I got the Bengals. I think it'll be a close game than what people think, but Bengals get the win. Packers at the Steelers.
Oh, what a terrible game. Kenny Pickett sucks. Jordan Love sucks. Oh, wow.
Super Bowl 45 rematch.
I'm gonna
Minus-
go Packers just because. No, damn, I don't even know. I guess I'll go Packers, but I'm not high on any of these teams.
Super Bowl 45 rematch minus Aaron Rodgers and Ben Roethlisberger or Clay Matthews or Troy Polamalu or anybody else. Or Charles Woodson. I got the Steelers winning at home.
Okay.
All right. Saints at the Vikings in Minneapolis. They're over there.
Josh Dobbs looks good. I believe Justin Jefferson's coming back this week. But KJ Osborne is out. I'm still going to go Saints. I think it's going to be close, though. Okay. It could be it could come down to a field goal game.
I could see the Saints winning like 28-14.
Okay.
All right. Titans at the Bucks.
Will Levis is playing. The Bucks are playing pretty good, even though they lost 2 games in a row, but it was close games. They're not getting blown out. It's the rookie, still a rookie. I'm going to go Bucks this week.
Yeah, Will Levis is starting this week. Both teams are 3-5, but it's in Tampa. I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield. I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Yes.
All right. Browns and the Ravens.
Divisional games are always close. But I'm going Ravens. Ravens look like the best team in the NFL right now, to be honest.
Ravens could be the best team in the AFC, and I'm picking the Ravens just because it's in Baltimore. If it had been in Cleveland, it could have been a whole different game, but I got the Ravens at home. 49ers at the Jags.
Big game. Real big game.
This was going to be my game of the week, but I was like, I don't know. That pack, something tells me that Texans-Bengals game is going to be big too.
Right. 49ers on a 3-game losing streak. And the Jaguars have the longest finish. The Jags have the longest winning streak in the NFL right now. So
5-game win streak.
Yeah, something has to come to a head. Wow.
I'm going.
49ers did get Chase Young. He might play this week. That could be a big help. I believe Debo's back. They did come off a bye. McCaffrey. I'll go 49ers this week.
Back. That would so help me if Debo's back. But
yeah, I'll go 49ers this week.
I'm gonna go with the Jags just because of that win streak, and they're at home. They're in AEW country, you could say. Falcons at the Cardinals.
Might be the second toilet bowl game of the week. The Falcons don't know how to use Bijan Robinson. The Cardinals got blown out. Drake London is not even starting anymore. They have Taviki. Kyler Murray is starting this week. I'll take the Cardinals.
I got the Falcons on the road, and it keeps despising me every time I got to pick this fucking team. But they got a better record. The Cardinals only got 1 win this season. Falcons got a bunch of struggle wins, but I think they're going to blow this team out of the water. They're going to blow them out of their own stadium. So I got the Falcons winning big on the road.
Even with Kyler Murray starting?
Even with Kyler Murray starting.
Okay.
Then we got the Lions at the Chargers.
Lions, not even close.
Absolutely. I got the Lions. This is my lock-in of the week. The Cowboys over the Giants.
Mine too. Cowboys over Giants, big.
You know, they're red hot after the Eagles game and of the so-called calls that were not called. I know a bit of experience of that from the other night. Commanders at the Seahawks.
I would say Seahawks, but they hadn't played very well. The Commanders are suitable. Sam Howell does throw the ball pretty well. I'm gonna say Commanders with the upset here in Seattle.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Okay.
All right, Sunday Night Football. Zach Wilson and the New York Jets versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'll take the Raiders.
I got the Jets.
Okay.
And Monday Night Football. Oh, man. What were they thinking about this one? Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
You know what? I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh, you got an upset. Okay.
Because the Bills are very inconsistent this year. They're not very good. They're really not. They have the talent. They're just not very good. They don't run the ball very well. Their defense is suspect. And they're not a very good come from behind team. And Josh Allen throws picks every single week. So I'm going to go Broncos with the upset. Fuck it.
The Bills are 4-1 at home this season so far. They play better at home than they do on the road. I think so far every game they lost this season were on the road except one or two. They did win one road game this year against the Commanders, but at the Jets they lost.
At the Patriots they lost.
Yes, the Patriots they lost, and then last week they lost to the Bengals. The loss to the Jags was actually in London, so that didn't count as a home game. So basically, they're undefeated at home.
Right.
So correction, Buffalo is undefeated in Buffalo this season. I think the streak continues. They're going to go in 5-0 at home. I got the Bills at home over the Broncos because they play better at home than they do on the road, even if they're considered a home team at a neutral site overseas. So that does the NFL talk. Let's get to the college talk. And real quick, while I try and get this up on my phone, I'll let you share your talk about the Michigan Wolverines.
Sure. So we played Purdue 41-13. I will go ahead and pull up the player stats here. For Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, 24 of 37, 335 yards, 0 TDs. Blake Cohorn, 15 carries, 44 yards, 3 touchdowns. Samaji Morgan, 1 carry, 44 yards, a touchdown.
What's going on?
Devontae Edwards, 8 carries, 21 yards, a touchdown. So it looks like it was just running back heavy and defense heavy.
Okay, before I even give my rant with what happened on Saturday, let's talk about the other elephant in the room. How is Ohio State still number one when they were down at the half to a unranked Rutgers team?
Me and Todd were talking about that on Saturday. He texted me and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. This is the number one team that they saying they're number one, but
and strength of schedule. There are 3 games remaining. They got 2 cupcake games and 1 solid team left. They got Michigan State next, then Minnesota, and then Michigan.
Yep.
So you got cupcake game, solid team matchup. And I'm this is not a prediction, it's a spoiler. I just realized the game is in Ann Arbor. It's at the Big House. Michigan's going to win 3 in a row over Ohio State, by the way.
Like I said, when the top 4 is all said and done, 2 teams are going to cancel out each other. Michigan and Ohio State would cancel out each other because one's got to lose. And then ACC championship game, somebody's got to lose between whoever's going to win in Georgia. The only team that is guaranteed to make the Final Four would be FSU. It's the only team that's guaranteed right now to make it.
But the fact Georgia beat Missouri by 9, remember, Missouri's number 12. That is a struggle win. How are they not number 1? They barely beat a top 15 team where Ohio State struggled with the win. Maybe the worst team in the Big Ten overall. Maybe not this season because that's Michigan State, but I think Rutgers might be better than Michigan State. Didn't Rutgers beat Michigan State?
Yes.
I don't know. So this is one team I'm worried about getting in. You know who I'm talking about. Because right now, I'm going from 1 through 7. You got Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, Washington, Oregon, Texas. The Ohio State, Michigan, whoever loses that, it's over for them. Because you'd have to win that game plus win the Big Ten and you're in. Georgia has to win the SEC to keep that one particular team out. Florida State just controls their own destiny. They have to win out. I'm putting them already in. Then you got Washington and Oregon, a potential rematch in the Pac-12 championship because they don't do the North-South shit anymore. One can potentially carry on, the others out. Texas is another one that can control their own destiny. If they can get to the Big 12 championship and win that, there's a slight chance they can get in. I feel like the only way Alabama's not going to get in is if they lose another game. And right now, there's only two candidates that can keep them out of the playoffs. You got Auburn, because no matter what the records are, the Iron Bowl is always close. And then the SEC championship, if Georgia does wake up and keep them out of the playoff picture. But with what you got up there, you got two potential conference championship games in the top freaking 6 for one way of Alabama getting back in the playoffs.
Right.
With Ohio State, Michigan, or Washington and Oregon.
FSU is definitely going to make it. I'll put them, like I said, they're the only team that's guaranteed to make the Final Four.
Yeah, FSU's definitely in. Yeah, they keep it up. They will keep it up. But before, I don't even know if I'm still ready to do my rant yet. But, man, I saw some upsets. Let's see. Army beat Air Force. Army got their first win of the season.
Yep.
They got the Commander-in-Chief trophy, too.
Clemson beat Notre Dame. I didn't expect them to come out and ball like that.
Oh, God. Let's talk about Dabo real quick. You see what he said? First off, they rushed the field, beating Notre Dame. And then he said something in a post-game conference like, if Clemson was stocks, you better buy all you can because we're back. I'm like,
ain't nobody back. They ain't back yet.
Shit.
Another upset was didn't see Oklahoma losing to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma's now on what, a 2-game losing streak?
They don't know if the Bedlam Brawl is going to continue. So what a win for Oklahoma State if this is really the end of the Bedlam Brawl. If they don't do it every year, they did what Tennessee did a year ago against Alabama, and they did what Kansas did last week, beating Oklahoma. They took a field goal post and threw it in the water.
Yep.
I'm so glad LSU ain't had the nerve. I'm shocked. A year ago when we beat Alabama, we didn't take no field goal post and throw it in the Mississippi River, which that would have been a long-ass walk to the Mississippi River, too, to begin with. Arkansas upsetting – I wouldn't even call it an upset, but Arkansas beating Florida for the first time on the road in the swamp.
I think Florida's going to fire their coach end of this year. They're going to have to.
Well, they're about to have another loss coming because it sucks to be a Florida game. By the way, why didn't you play a night game with those black uniforms? It'd have been a lot better at night. That was their first strike one. Oh, I can tell you another coach that could get fired. Nebraska. You lost to Michigan State. Yeah.
USC keeps accumulating L's too.
Oh my God. Let's talk about Caleb Williams. You went from being a Heisman Trophy winner, one of the top prospects going into the draft, despite you painting your fucking fingernails. But then you get so arrogant saying that you want to own an NFL franchise when you get drafted after you lost to Washington.
Or saying he's going to pick and choose where he wants to go. He'll stay in college.
You can't do that. He jumps in the stands and cries to his mama, and then said in a post-game interview that he wants to go home and cuddle with his dogs and watch TV shows. I laughed at all the Bears fans saying, "Oh, we don't want him," or Panthers fans saying, we don't want him, or whoever, or the Cardinals, whoever's in the driver's seat getting the number 1 pick next year.
Well, the drivers, if the Panthers keep losing, their pick goes to the Bears. So the Bears will have two picks in the top 3.
Well,
so I don't think they'll take a quarterback. If that is the case, they'll maybe take one player and trade that other top 5 pick to somebody else to get obviously maybe some other picks. Do the Cardinals do it? I don't know. I can see the Patriots doing it. Who else? The Giants. The Giants are definitely taking a quarterback because I don't even see them winning another game.
Yeah, but remember, isn't y'all's quarterback a senior too for Michigan?
JJ, yes.
He could go.
But I don't think he's a top prospect for the college football. He is a Heisman lead to win it, but I don't think he's one of the top prospects to come into the draft for first round.
Plus, Caleb Williams Heisman talk is over. Lately,
yeah,
all I have been seeing lately. So when it comes to people, some of the experts talking about their top 3 Heisman candidates, everyone had two of the same 2 out of 3. Everyone has been putting Michael Penix Jr. and Jaden Daniels on their Heisman lists. Michael Penix Jr. and Jaden Daniels. Everyone had a third different person. One person will have Michigan's quarterback. Another person had Oklahoma's quarterback. Another person would put Bo Nix. Another person would put, what's his name? That Notre Dame's quarterback. Like, they were putting all of them. But everyone had Michael Penix Jr. and Jaden Daniels as a Heisman finalist. And I don't remember who was the last Heisman Trophy winner with 2 losses in their career to win the Heisman. Or more, 2 or more losses.
Tebow didn't win the Heisman with 2 losses, did he?
I think he won it with 1 loss.
Okay.
But, all right, so LSU 42-28 lost to Alabama. Before I have a rant to give out, let me just give a recap. Jaden Daniels played phenomenal till he was hurt. 15 completed passes out of 24, 219 yards. He did throw 2 touchdown passes. He unfortunately did throw 1 interception. He also led in rushing with 11 carries for 163 yards, and he had 1 rushing touchdown. Malik Neighbors led in receiving. He did have a huge 46-yard touchdown catch, 10 receptions, a total of 171 receiving yards. Josh Williams had a 2-yard touchdown. Kyron Lacey had a 26 touchdown reception. In receiving, 272 receiving yards total for the team, 206 total rushing yards. Even Garrett Nussmeier, when he came in the game, he had 53 passing yards. Defense, 75 total tackles, 39 solo. There were 2 sacks from Harold Perkins Jr. and Paris Shaneed. But you got to look at that play. Them refs kind of fucked with us. First off, we didn't lose the game because of the refs. We lost the game because of our fucking defensive coordinator. He is a piece of shit. Fuck Matt House. Cannot wait till he's gone. But the referee
calling for his job every week. We come on here.
We lost that game because of our fucking defense. There were so many. We made Jalen Milroe look like a Heisman candidate. Jalen Milroe scored every touchdown for Alabama, I think, except 1. He had
except for 2.
He had 4 rushing touchdowns.
4 rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. That's wild.
He turned into Ted Bundy for one night. 4 touchdowns in a single game. But we were pissed off about the not calling it targeting. Everyone said, "Oh, that was a clean hit."
I saw that. Yeah.
And what was bullshit? Oh, by the way, that player that did that hit to Jaden Daniels went to St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida, just like Mason Taylor.
Oh
wow. But this is what pissed me off too. When Jaden had a big gain, somebody horse collared him. Did they not call a horse collar tackle? But when we fucking did it, they threw 2 flags for horse collar. It was bullshit.
The officiating in NFL's college and NFL have been atrocious this year anyway.
And I'm so glad the Florida game is at 6:30 on ESPN, because I swear to God, if I had, I wouldn't have to hear it because I'll be at the game, but I feel bad if people back down at home had to hear 2 consecutive LSU games called by Gary Danielson, who's the biggest Alabama fucking dick rider I've ever seen in my life. It would be the end of it. But it's a 6:30 kickoff on ESPN or SEC Network. I think hold on. I know Georgia State is on ESPN, shockingly. SEC Network. I'm sorry. This Saturday, Florida, 6:30, SEC Network. Next Saturday, Georgia State, 7 p.m. on ESPN2. They haven't announced A&M yet, but I guarantee it's going to be a night game. Probably going to be on ESPN, but we'll see. But that's all I got. let's go ahead and close out with
Do
college.
predictions.
So shockingly, I don't have as many college games this week to predict, but we got a
Okay.
few on here. So
Let's do tomorrow. Tomorrow's a kind of a big game. Louisville at Virginia.
Well, I didn't put that on the list, but we could go ahead and predict that.
Yeah, that's kind of a division thing. I'll take Louisville. There, I think Louisville's going to end up being in probably the ACC championship game versus FSU. I would assume.
Yeah. I have Louisville playing Florida State in the ACC championship. I got Louisville winning big,
and
it's in Louisville. They always play good at home. All right, so
then, you can go ahead and get your picks out. Yeah,
we'll start with a big game. By the way, we're going to start with Michigan at Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State's probably going to have a whiteout. 100,000 fans there, but I'm taking Michigan. I'll take Michigan by 10. So I would say maybe 35-24, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Michigan won the last two, so make it 3 in a row. I got Michigan. Alabama at Kentucky.
Interesting. It's at Kentucky. I'll take Alabama.
I feel like it would been a different vibe for Kentucky if it was a night game. But let's listen to this. This will be the 41st meeting between the two. Alabama has won 38 of the last 40, and they won They've won the last 7. They've won 7 in a row recently.
Well, we'll go Alabama.
I got to go with Alabama, unfortunately. Possibly this win could get them to clinch the West because of another particular game we're going to predict later. But moving on, we got Texas Tech at Kansas. This one's interesting.
Right, it is. Texas Tech at Kansas. I'm going to go Kansas.
Kansas has been playing really well. They are 16th in the country. They've won the last, ever since that loss to Texas, they've won 4 in a row. And I think they're undefeated at home. They're undefeated at home. So I got the Jayhawks.
Yep, I got them too. I agree.
All right. Then we got Georgia Tech at Clemson.
Well, they say Clemson is back, right? So I guess I'll go with them this week.
I can't remember the last time Georgia Tech was ever solid. I don't think they were ever solid. They're both 5-4. I mean, Georgia Tech could potentially pull it off, but I'm gonna go with Clemson also.
Yep, going Clemson.
Unfortunately. Arizona at Colorado.
Colorado's on a slide, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to take Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona has been on a decimate winning streak lately. Ever since the USC loss. Remember, they beat Washington State, they beat Oregon State, they beat UCLA. They're trying to win 4 in a row in the Pac-12, and I said Colorado's just been a fucking circus lately, especially all the talks about. Has it been 2 games now since they said there was stuff being stolen every time
that
Colorado
was at the I believe at the UCLA game, at the away game where they said their money and jewelry was stolen out the locker rooms and all that other stuff.
Well, I thought there was another game that happened also.
It might have been, but there's a lot of drama around that team. It looks like, I know Prime is cool, but sometimes these players get too big in their heads because they have somebody like that. Now every week they're the targets every week now.
They're what they're trying to be what Caleb Williams already is.
Yep.
I got Arizona winning at Colorado.
Yep, I do too.
All right, Utah at Washington.
Big game. Wow. Utah's playing really good. But I'll go Washington because it's at home.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think the fact that it's in Seattle, Washington, I think is going to decimate Utah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm picking Washington too.
So I'm going with Washington. Uh, this should be an interesting SEC East matchup. We got Tennessee at Missouri.
Taking Missouri.
Both teams 7-2. Got 13 versus 14. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mizzou also. I mean, they hung in with Georgia. I think they pull off with Tennessee. So last week, UCF got their first win in the Big 12. Can they continue it on when they host Oklahoma State, who just won their biggest game of the season so far?
No, I'm gonna go Oklahoma State on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
All right, Auburn at Arkansas.
I'm gonna take Arkansas.
You know, Arkansas did impress me over Florida, but Auburn's won 8 of the last 10 against the Razorbacks. I'm going to go with Auburn in this one. All right. College game day is going to Athens for this one. Ole Miss at Georgia. A win for Ole Miss could put them in the driver's seat for a potential rematch in the SEC championship unless Georgia would fall to Tennessee next week and Ole Miss would have a different East opponent.
So Mississippi at Georgia, 10 versus 1. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say Ole Miss pulls the upset.
Wow, okay. I'm going to go with it. I think it's going to be really closer than people expect, but it's a night game, so I'm going to pick Georgia at home, but it's going to be close. I think Ole Miss hangs in and makes it fun to watch, but I'm going to go with Georgia.
Got you.
Because everyone wants Georgia, Alabama, but we'll see. All right, West Virginia at Oklahoma.
I would think Oklahoma would win. After the 2-game loser streak, I'm going to go Oklahoma.
I mean, are they really ready to come to the SEC? Same with Texas.
No, there's no way.
I feel like Texas is more ready to come than Oklahoma is.
Right, I agree.
But I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I don't feel sorry for them, but they're at home. West Virginia is kind of mediocre, but I'm going to go with Oklahoma. All right, Florida and LSU.
LSU by 14 or more.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I would love for it to be a blowout. They do get the win. I could see it being potentially. Now, they were, according to what I was told, they were saying Jaden Daniels is out for the season. He suffered a concussion after that hit, but I've heard people say you could be out for 6 weeks with a concussion. They haven't really said much. I don't know if he's going to be able to play in this game against Florida, if Garrett Nussmeier is going to take the snaps. But I feel like if Jaden Daniels is 100% and cleared to play, they can win by more. But if we got Garrett Nussmeier, I'm going to say Garrett Nussmeier is going to be the starter. I could see it being like a potential, like 28-21 matchup.
Okay.
But LSU won the last 4 meetings, but they won the last 2 matchups in Baton Rouge. I was there for those last 2 meetings. 2019 College Game Day was there. Joe Burrow and them beat the living shit out of them on homecoming night. 2021 was an early-ass kickoff. That was considered an upset at the time, and that's when Florida was rocking the wannabe Clemson-looking uniforms, wearing all orange.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember, and that was also a home. I think that was also a homecoming game in 2021. So I think they did play Florida. They did play them for homecoming in 2019. That was the year my cousin got homecoming king, and we got to be on the sideline during warmups and all that. But I think 2021, that was also homecoming also. So, yeah, LSU, they win. And there's going to be a lot of Jennings people there supporting Trevor Etienne. He's coming back to the boot to try and win in Death Valley. Good luck. I don't want him hurt. I hope he has a good game, but he's not going to win. Don't take it personally. But Trevor's going to take a loss. But I want him healthy for his neck for the rest of his career. I don't want him to get hurt. I want him to enjoy it. I'll give him a touchdown. I want him to score a touchdown to say I scored a touchdown in Death Valley, and I scored a touchdown against LSU. I think Travis did too in the national championship. I don't remember, but we'll see. All right, Texas at TCU.
Texas.
I think it's going to be closer. Texas won 7 of the last 10. TCU won 7 of the last 10. TCU dominated the last few matchups, but so-called Texas is back. But I think it's close. It's in Fort Worth, by the way. TCU's hosting it.
Yes.
But I'll get Texas in a close win.
Yep, I'll take Texas to a close win. Maybe by maybe anywhere from 3 to 7 points.
Mississippi State at Texas A&M.
I'm going to go Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi State won last week. A&M lost last week. Could be a bounce back for the Aggies. Battle of the maroon and white. I'm gonna go with A&M. But Mississippi State won 9 of the total 16 meetings. Okay. So I'll give A&M their 8th win over Mississippi State. Okay, so if it was basketball season right now, this would be the biggest game like it is every year, but it's on the gridiron. Duke at North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is ranked 24th. They're 7-2. Duke's 6-3. North Carolina won the last 4. I'm going to treat this like a basketball game because fuck Duke. So I'm going with North Carolina.
And North Carolina won big last week.
Yes, they did. All right. Iowa State at BYU.
Iowa State.
I'm only going BYU because they're rocking an all blackout uniform and it actually looks badass. They got black helmets, black jerseys back. They actually look pretty dope for a school of Mormons. So give me BYU. USC at Oregon.
Oregon big.
Oh, I think they win big too. Oregon won the last 4 meetings in Eugene. They're gonna win the 5th one in Eugene.
Yep.
I would love if USC never scored at all, but they're gonna eventually get on the board. But that defense is gonna get. I think the defense might give up at least 50-something points.
Yeah, I was gonna say 55.
Yeah. All right, I had to save one of the best games for last, even though it's not playing this late. I just forgot to add it, but it's actually a 2:30 kickoff. I can't forget about this one. Could be maybe the biggest rivalry in the state of Florida. We got Miami and Florida State, the Seminole War Canoe. Oh, by the way, Duke and North Carolina is for the victory bell. But biggest Seminole War Canoe, Canes, Knowles, Miami 6-3. But they got some issues. Florida State, number 4 in the country, 9-0 undefeated, controlling their own destiny to try and get to the playoffs. Usually, I've heard this rivalries all can be close. There probably were times it was blowouts. You might know a little bit of this more than me, but what's your take with this? And it's obvious we know who's going to win, but give me your take on how this game could come about.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest rivalries in Florida, if not the biggest. Some games have been close. Some games have been field goal misses, blowouts. We've seen it all. But I'm going to say Florida State routes Miami. They'll probably put up 48, 49 points easily.
So you don't even see it being close at all?
No, I don't see it being a close game, no. And especially it's at Florida State, no way.
No, I said that with Pitt last week, and Pitt kind of hung in with Florida State.
I think this game, teams, they get a little more juice, a little more oomph in their step, and they kind of like to prove a point. And I think they're going to take it out on Miami.
Florida State does win, of course. I don't know. It could be close. I wish your boy Todrick was here to kind of explain this one more. I'm pretty sure he's seen this rivalry in person quite often. I would love to come. I don't care if it's in Tallahassee or Miami. I would love to come down there and watch that rivalry game one year. I would be eventually pulling for Florida State, even though they beat us twice. But yeah, Florida State definitely. Well, man, that will do it for tonight. Can't wait to do it again next week. Can't wait
Next
to
Wednesday.
same time, same place, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. I'm waiting to see what we're going to end up sharing with each other the next 7 days.
Right. We're going to be a lot of DMs, a lot of sharing.
if we still have that little group chat with me, you, and Todrick, I'm going to definitely post some pictures from the game Saturday because it's
it should be in our Twitter. If not, you could set up a new one.
I don't know if every team does this as a tradition, but I know every time LSU beats Florida, when you're walking out of the stands, everyone is going to do that. It sucks to be a Florida Gator chant going out of the stadium. They did that the last 2 times I went to the Florida game and we won. They did it, and I should have. I'm going to record it this time if we pull it off. When I'm walking out of the stadium, I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna send it to y'all. And I know Todrick's gonna love it because he despises the Gators. I think you'll love it too. And it's sold out. I mean, despite the loss to Alabama, the game is sold out because it's LSU and Florida.
Yeah, it's LSU and Florida. Like even if both teams were not ranked, and let's say both teams suck, I think it'd still be sold out. It's just one of those games where you have to go to.
There's a lot of LSU fans that love this rivalry more than the Magnolia Bowl or the Golden Boot or the A&M rivalry or even the Alabama rivalry. Like, I've always liked the A&M rivalry. I'm glad they revived it in 2012. Like, that's Louisiana. Come on, it's Louisiana versus Texas. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love the Magnolia Bowl too, even though we freaking lost it this year. But like, if they're going back to original ways where since Texas is coming and A&M's going to close out with Texas at the end of the year, I feel like we need to go back and close out with Arkansas because that was kind of our rival every rivalry week until A&M came to the SEC, and then we would close out with A&M every year instead of Arkansas. So we might go back to the roots, closing out with Arkansas instead of A&M. But it was fun. I got to see the A&M game twice in person, and then this year will be the 3rd time. So. But yeah, that will do it for tonight. You're on Twitter at TheRealFreddy85. I'm on Twitter at MarcusLee337. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch SAT Sports anytime on demand. And like Freddie said, same time, same place next Wednesday, 10 Eastern, 9 Central.
Yes.
As always, take it easy, man. I will keep in touch with you throughout.
All right, Marcus, keep in touch. We'll talk during the week.
You got it. And for everyone else tuning in, thank y'all. And we'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.